Hey Yoga Bird, welcome back to your mat. Today's class is actually called A Boost of Happy, and I'm hoping by the time we're done, we all feel a little bit more happy in our minds, body, and spirit. We're going to start in a child's pose today. So come down to your mat, big toes together, knees apart. We're just going to settle back, slide our hands forward, and rest our head down onto the mat. Now, if a child's pose does not feel good to you, it's okay. You can sit up in easy pose. So do what's best for you. Going to take a moment here just to connect to our breath. Begin to clear your thoughts. Right now we're stretching the hips and our back. You can walk those fingers forward a little further if you want to. Take a couple deep breaths here. Staying in child's pose, we're going to move both hands off to the left side of our mat and take our forehead back down. We're adding a side stretch. So take a couple breaths here on the left side. And back to the center, and then over to the right side. Try to get both hands off the mat if you can, forehead down. And breathe into that left side stretch. Keep practicing clearing the mind. Great, and back to center. One final stretch here. And we'll roll that up and come into tabletop. So in your tabletop, you want to square up. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, knees under hips. Let's take one leg back, flex the foot tight, and reach forward with the other hand. Drawing in the belly on this, pulling your navel towards your spine. Exhale down, other side. Foot is flexed tight, so really drive that heel back. Reach the opposite hand forward. And down. Okay, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to keep it moving kind of like in a cat. So you're going to round the back, bring the knee toward the forehead, draw the arm in, and really crunch and round. And then you'll stretch it out again on the same side. So stay here, we'll do that again. We'll exhale, round, and then inhale, reach. Nice long spine. Again, round and tuck. And reach. Last time on this side, round and reach. Great. Bring it down, square up. Same thing on the other side. Reach it out first. Here we go. Round and crunch. Reach it out. Exhale, draw that knee in and reach. Foot stays flexed. And round. And reach. Let's do one more. Pull it in tight. Stretch it out. And back down. Let's sit back on our heels again and we'll do a hip stretch. Kind of separate the hands for balance and just drop your hips to one side. Try to move them over to the side of your feet. Really leaning into the hip and stretch there. Good, other side, switch it, dropping the hips over. Good, back to center. Coming up to the tabletop again, really get nice and square. We're gonna do a hovering tabletop. So make sure your shins are on your mat, the tops of your feet, and your hands are open wide. and that you're not sinking down in the shoulders. You really want to straighten the arms and be very tall in this pose. And then what we're going to do is push our feet into the floor, using our abs, lift our hips up, and we just hover the knees and the shins off the floor. So neck is straight, your eyes are looking straight down. That'll help keep your spine straight. Steady breath. You'll start to feel this in your quads and in your core. Just breathe through it. Maybe put a little smile on your face. We'll go 10 more seconds. 8, 6, 4, 2, and 1. Nice. Sit back. And you can have a seat on your mat. Coming into easy pose. So this is like a seated mountain, basically. You want to find your sit bones. Just move around and then sit as tall as you can, using your core to hold you up nice and straight. We're going to reach over the head using swan arms, I call them. Going to touch the backs of the hands together and then bring it down. And pull back a little bit when you come down. Inhale up and exhale down. Really open the heart center, open the chest when you pull those arms down. Let's do it one more time. Go tall, as high as you can, and down. Next time when we bring the hands up, we're going to interlace the fingers. We're going to reverse the hands and then just lean to the side, starting to stretch your side and your neck a little bit. And smile. Up. Other side. And up. This time, when we bring the hands down, we're going to circle the wrists around. But you're still drawing your arms back, kind of like we did before. And down. Let's do it again. Inhale up. Clasp the hands. Invert and lean. To the top, inhale. Other side. To the top. And circle the hands down. And last time, take it up. Interlace the fingers and lean to the side. Breathe to the top. Other way. Back to center. And twirl the hands down. Nice. One thing more I want to do here while we're seated is a seated cat and cow. So we're going to pull in the stomach and round the back. And then to reverse that, we're going to pull the hands back and really open the heart center again. So we'll push forward. You can lace the fingers or not, doesn't matter. Inhale, reach. Exhale, push. Really drawing in the belly button again. And then sit tall, pull back. And again. And up. 2 more. And up. Last time. And up. Awesome. Coming to tabletop. We're going to move into downward dog. So take your time. I'm going to get your toes tucked under. Open the hands real wide. And we'll spend a moment here just kind of walking in place, starting to warm up the hamstrings. Remember, it helps to bend the knees a lot so you can lift the tailbone, really straighten out your back. So practice that, and then start to press the heels to the floor one at a time. Let's stand on the left foot only. Take the right leg up just for a big stretch, and we'll circle the ankle while our foot is in the air. And then bend that leg at the knee and gently drop it to the side just a little bit to get a stretch. Straighten that leg up. We'll do the other side. So stand on the right foot. Left leg goes up. And circle the ankle. Bend the knee if you wish and drop it to the side. Straighten it back up. Feet comes down, drop to your knees. Take a quick child's pose with a smile. Take your head down. So coming up from your child's pose back into your downward dog, get those hips up. Walk in place if you wish. And then we're going to stand and we're going to walk forward. If you want to do the crazy walk, you can. You just take your feet side to side. Walk yourself all the way to the top of the mat. You can hang here a second in ragdoll if you'd like. That always feels so good. You can sway side to side. Make sure the top of your head is facing down so you get a good stretch. Tuck the chin, we'll roll that up. All the way, arms can go overhead. Inhale. Exhale, prayer hands. Standing tall. Great, let's do a sun salutation. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Push off your shins with a flat back. If you need to, you can bring your hands up to your top of your legs. Exhale, back down. Step back to plank all the way. Nice, long, straight body. Pulling in the core. Let's lower ourselves to the floor. You can drop to the knees if you want. Take it all the way down this time. And we'll come up in Sphinx pose. So your forearms are on the mat. Chin is up. Release the feet. Tops of the feet are facing down. And let's turn our chin to the side and stretch. Inhale back to center. Other way. And back to center. Lower your chest and come up into downward facing dog. Walk that out. I'm going to move to some high lunges. Let's take our right foot and step it all the way up between our hands. If you need to grab your ankle and give your leg some help, go ahead, just pull it up there between your hands. And then take a moment to make adjustments. Check 90, knee and ankle, straight back, long neck. Letting the hip flexor release on that straight leg. Now let's drop the knee and the back to the floor. And just come up a little bit with a stretch. Hands back to the floor. Keeping the knee down, you're going to rock the hips back and straighten the front leg. And you'll feel that right away in your hamstring, getting a nice stretch. The more you flex your foot or pull the toes toward the knee, the more you'll feel the stretch. So rock it forward. We'll do this a couple times. Really dropping the hips, stretching the hip flexor, and then taking it back. Nice straight leg. And forward. Straighten the spine. And then take it back. Last time, forward. Plant the hands and release this foot to the back and do a quick down dog. Stretch it out. Then we'll do the same thing on the other leg. So step forward to the front, straighten it out. Make your adjustments. Always trying to be nice and long in your poses. You can drop the knee down. We'll raise the chest first. Get a little stretch there. And bring that down. And then we'll take the hips back with the front leg stretch. And forward. Just use your hands to guide yourself back and front. This will be the last one. We'll take it forward. And then we'll release that foot to the back into down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale to the floor. Inhale up to cobra. Or if you want, you can come all the way up into upward facing dog. And back to your down dog. Walking it out. Or if you're ready, you can press those heels down. I kind of always like to move in my down dog. Either way is fine, whatever feels good to you. Okay, we're going to move to a warrior one. So taking our right foot, we're going to just step it forward, kind of like we just did in that high lunge. Before you come up, just turn your back foot a little bit to the side, and then really press down and lift the chest. On warrior one, we turn the chest more to the front. It's not sideways like warrior two. So really rotate your chest to the front and even the hip bones. Raise the hands. Kind of dial the pinkies in a little bit, rotate the hands. And do your best to keep your shoulders dropped, your neck long. Great. Without changing the legs, drop your hands. Interlace your fingers behind your back, and we're going to pull back and down, opening the heart again. Breathing. Then if you want to, keep your arms locked, lean forward onto that front leg, and then bring the hands up behind your back a little bit. From here, release your hands to the floor. Support yourself. Take that foot back into your down dog, walking it out. Same thing other side. So I'm going left. Make sure you switch feet. And then before you come up, turn that back foot. Really drive into the mat. Rotating forward, staying in a good lunge if you can do it. Hands come up. Drop the shoulders. Turn in the little fingers. Level the chin. And smile. Breathe. Doing a great job. Okay, hands down. Behind the back, interlace the fingers. Really pull the shoulders back and down. Be nice and tall. And then if you want to, take it forward. Go easy. Hands come up. Breathing, stretching. Release the hands to the floor. Take that foot back, downward dog. Walk it out. Releasing the hips. Inhale to plank. Lower to the floor. Inhale up dog. Get a nice stretch. Exhale, down dog. And we're going to walk it forward again. You can do straight walk or side to side walk to the top of your mat. Get your feet underneath you. Hang here a second with a stretch. Tuck the chin, roll it up all the way to the top. And come into mountain. Stand tall. Nice work. I'm going to grab a drink real quick. Just stand and breathe. Notice how your body feels. Okay, so we're in mountain. Nice and tall. We're going to sink right back into chair pose. So ankles are right under hips. You just want to take the hips way back and take your weight to your heels. You should be able to lift your toes without any problem. And then you want to straighten the back as best you can. If it feels right to you, you can raise the arms. And then you work at sitting a little lower and lifting the chest. Inhale to the top. Exhale, ragdoll. Let it go. Keep stretching out the back and the hamstrings. Moving if you want, or just holding. We're going to come up from here right into chair. So just come up Sit the hips back. And neck is an extension of your spine, so you don't need to look up or down. Just try to keep your neck in alignment. And to the top, go big. Exhale. Mountain. Nice. Okay, instead of moving into chair, we're going to go into garland pose, which is a yoga squat. So you're going to need to separate your feet a little bit, as wide as your mat, or maybe not quite. I don't go quite that wide. And you'll need to practice to find the right distance for your feet. But once you feel like you might have it, we're just going to sit back and just keep going down with the hips. Really drop the butt down. Elbows go between the legs, and then you kind of push off. I got prayer hands here, and that'll help you straighten your back. You should feel a nice inner thigh stretch. This is a good hip opener. Try to just sit here and breathe. If you need to stand up and adjust your feet, that's fine. Go ahead. Just move around until you feel like you found the best distance. And from this garland pose, we're going to sit right down, go back, let the hips come down, and we're going to move into modified boat. So knees are bent. You can actually hang onto your legs if that is better for you. And gathering the knees in toward the chest. Try to keep your back pretty straight. Breathing here. Good. Now, right from this modified boat, we're going to grab our legs and we're just going to roll back. And I want you to just practice rolling up and down on your mat. As you go back, don't go so far that your head hits. Just try to stop on your upper back and then come right up back to that seated position. So just work on that a few times. And then when you're ready, what we're going to try to do is roll and come up into that modified boat pose. So keep working on it. And when you're ready, we will sit up, try to stop yourself. And again, you can continue to hang on or you can take the hands forward, whatever's good for you. Let's try it again. Roll back. Boat. All right. Now on the next one, we're going to roll and we're going to try to come up into that garland pose that we did. Let's give it a go. So we'll go back, open the feet, come up. Take a moment, get the prayer hands, elbows beside the insides of your legs. Let's try it again. And you don't have to stay with me if you want to just keep doing the boat or just keep doing the rock. That's fine. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to give you some different options. So this week you might be doing the boat. Next week when you try the class, you might come up into garland. And then the last thing we're going to try is to roll and actually come all the way up into chair pose. Let's see if we can do it. Go back. Bring it up and stand. Coming halfway up. A lot of quads and core on that. Drop down. Kind of sit back. We'll roll. One more time. Up. Sitting deep, raising the chest. Beautiful, and stand. That was a tough one. And mountain. Gather yourself. Notice how your body feels. Pay attention to your breath. Just close your eyes. 2 breaths here. You want to feel like your head is reaching up. Your feet, all 4 corners of the feet, are in contact with your mat. You have your best posture. Okay, coming to the top of your mat, sun salutation. Inhale. Exhale, swan. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, down. Step back to plank. Nice, long, strong body. Exhale to the floor. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Good stretch here. Okay, we're going to drop to the knees. And we're going to work on some side planks. Again, I'll give you some options and levels of the pose. The first one would be coming into tabletop. You're going to take your foot and kick it off the side of the mat. Roll up on that knee. You can raise the leg if you want to. Flex the foot. Draw the hips underneath you and pull in the core. So your abs are nice and flat. Reach for the sky. That's position 1. If you want, you could take the arm overhead, get an extra side stretch. Another way to do it is to do more of a full side plank, and you stack one foot in front of the other. This will really help with your balance rather than stacking the feet on top of each other. So that is a side plank as well. And the last position would be, yes, you do stack your feet. Takes a lot of balance and a lot of strength. And the hand comes up. So you take your pick. Maybe you want to do each one just for a couple seconds. Whatever feels best for you. And then we'll come down out of that and we'll do the other side. So square up, kick that foot off. You're going to roll up on that knee, long body, flex the foot. You can drop the arm overhead if you want to. And then if you'd like, move to the full side plank. One foot in front of the other, hand comes up. Or you can do the version where you stack your feet. Core is super engaged on this pose. Beautiful. Bring that back down, and we'll take that right to a downward dog. And we'll stand. Hop or walk forward to the top of your mat. Tuck the chin, roll it up. Go tall. Exhale, hands down. Doing great. Keep that smile on your face. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, swan. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Step back to plank. Lots of core. Exhale to the floor. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Standing on the left foot, right leg goes up in the air behind you. We're going to step forward, coming up into a warrior 2. Really think about what you're going to do before you move. I'm going to bend that leg, step it all the way forward, nice and soft, and come up, kind of like a cartwheel. Okay, check your alignment. The bends at your joints want to be at 90 degrees. Hips are tucked under. One arm forward, one arm back. Chin to the front. Breathe. Your head should feel like it's stretching up. You're nice and tall. By now, your quad should be burning a little bit. Hopefully you feel that. If it's too much, sometimes you can just straighten the leg, give it a little break, then come right back. Let's hold it here and breathe. Sometimes it's fun to let your mind go to a really beautiful place. Sometimes I'll imagine maybe the beach or the woods or the Grand Canyon, something like that. And reverse warrior. Flip the hand. Don't move the legs. Take that hand up. Stretch as hard as you can and as high as you can. And with a smile, we'll come forward, reach over the head into extended side angle. Sometimes I call it runner's pose. If you like, you can take that hand all the way down to the mat, but you do want to make sure that your shoulder is rolled back. Beautiful. Bring that up. We're going to stand. So really think about it. Get your feet under you. And if you'd like, you can shake it out. Let's do that on the other side. I'll turn around, but you don't need to. Stand tall. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, swan. Inhale, flat back. Release. Step back. Lots of core. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down dog. Okay, we're going to step forward into warrior two on the other side. So make sure you switch feet. Get that leg up in the air. And when you're ready, step it forward. And coming up, nice and tall and long. Stretching out. You should feel like you're being stretched up and out. Head is reaching up. Neck is long. We'll hold it here and breathe. You want to think about a happy place? Go ahead. Mind is clear though, otherwise. Listening to your breath, listening to your body. And reverse, flip the hand, reach for the sky, stretch it up. Try your best to stay in that lunge with the bent knee. And forward, forearm to quad, reaching over the head. Keep the shoulder rolled back, nice and long. You can go to the floor if you want. Don't feel like you have to. And then we'll stand this up. Get your feet underneath you, shake it out. Nice work. Okay, let's move on just to a couple balancing poses. How about, let's do one-legged chair. So, center your weight over one leg. You'll cross the leg. And when you feel like you have your balance, kind of sit back and down into that chair pose. Lots of concentration. Try to relax the face and neck. Beautiful. Bring it up. You can inhale. Exhale, arms back down. Other side. Sometimes I step off my mat. If your mat's really squishy, that can mess with your balance. So if you need to do that, go ahead. And when you're ready, lots of concentration. Find something to look at, and that'll help you keep your balance. And bring that up. Exhale, hands down. Back to the first leg. Let's inhale our knee up. You can bring it all the way up to your chest if you want to, or you can just go waist high. It's a mountain pose though, so you're real tall. Got your core pulled in. Now see if you can extend this bent leg straight to the front. Standing tall. Awesome. Other side. Shake that out. So knee lift first. And if you have to step down a few times until you find your balance, it's okay. No judgment. And then if you're ready and you want to, extend that leg forward. Let's do one more sun salutation. Nice and deep, standing tall. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, swan. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, down. Take it to your plank. You can hop back on that if you like to do that. Exhale to the floor. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. This is our last down dog. Make it a good one. Big stretch. And then we can drop to our knees and we'll do a few stretches. Let's do our twisting stretch first. So have a seat. You're going to cross one foot over the leg and then bend that straight leg back. So pay attention to whatever knee you have up. It's going to be the opposite arm. Make sure you're opposite and not the same side. Then you'll reach around, sit as tall as you can, leveling the chin, and then turn and look back. Kind of pull that knee in and use that to help you twist around, looking over your back shoulder. Head is reaching up. Release your chin first to the front and then unwind. Same thing other side. Cross the other foot over. Bend that leg back. Move around till you're comfortable. Get that knee nice and high. Straighten the spine. Remember, it's opposite. Wrap and look back. Release your chin forward and unwind. Let's take our legs out in front of us. We'll stretch our hamstrings. Let's do one leg at a time. So take your foot to your knee area, sit really tall, and then just start to lean forward. Keep your back straight though. This is a leg stretch. Close your eyes. Want to put a little smile on your face. Lean forward. Breathe very deeply into that stretch. Be careful that you don't overstretch. It should not be painful. If it's actually causing like a lot of pain in your hamstring, you need to back off. That's totally fine. Okay, release that. You can lean back if you want. Bounce that out. Same thing on the other side. Sit real tall. Lean forward. Close your eyes. Make sure you have a smile on your face and not a grimace. If you feel like your face is tense, then you're probably overstretching. So pay attention to that. Good. Bring that up. You can bounce that out. Let's lie back and do another hip opener. It's great to keep the hips stretched out. It actually helps prevent knee problems, especially if you're a walker or a runner. You really want to keep your hips supple and stretched out. Great way to do that. Cross the ankle, push that knee out. So you have a good turnout in the hip. The foot that's on the floor, bring it up. If you want, you can reach through, grab your thigh, and begin to pull. Again, listening to your body. Just close your eyes. Notice your breath. Try to relax when you exhale. Beautiful. Release that. Same thing, other side. Crossing the other foot. Turning the knee out. Lifting the other foot off the floor. Reaching through. Gentle pull. Closing the eyes and breathe. Nice. And release that down. Let's draw both knees to our chest, and we'll just roll gently here side to side. Massage your lower back into the mat. Beginning to slow down. You can slow your breath down a little bit, heading toward relaxation. Let's drop the feet to the floor. Keep the knees bent and separate your feet just a little bit. We're going to do windshield wiper legs. So you'll drop both knees to one side for a stretch, and then the other. And you can go as slow or as fast as you like on this. At the beginning, I like to hold it, and I can feel that quad stretch on the top of my leg as I take the knees down. Other side. And if you want to speed it up, you can. Side to side. Great. And in the middle, last time, knees to chest. Pull it in, big inhale. Exhale, stretch it out. Arms go overhead, legs go straight. You can point the toes, flex the feet. Point and flex. We're going to exhale our arms back down to our sides into relaxation. If you have a blanket nearby or a jacket, go ahead and get that, and you can throw that over your body and keep the heat in. Or maybe when you sit up to choose your meditation, you could grab something then. After you've chosen your meditation, you want to lie back down, letting go of everything. Just feel your body really sink down into your mat. Closing your eyes. Listen to your breath. May love and happiness be with you.